Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, friends. Welcome back to Dana's World. Are you ready for another thrilling chapter in the incredible story of Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam? I know I am. But last time we saw how Yusuf's innocence was proven in the past, but his journey didn't get any easier. Today we'll uncover how a big plot by Al-Aziz's wife, Zulaykha, leads to Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam going to jail. Even in the darkest moments, his unwavering faith in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala continues to shine, guiding him through every challenge. And wait till you hear about the king's puzzling dream, something that will change Yusuf's life forever. Let's dive right in, but before we begin, don't forget to like this video, and if you're not already part of our channel, hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a story from Dana's World. News of Zulaykha's feelings for her servant, Prophet Yusuf spread quickly among the noble families of Egypt. The woman couldn't stop whispering, "How could the wife of Al-Aziz, one of the most respected men in Egypt, lose her heart to servants?" They said with disbelief and mockery. When Zulaykha heard their hurtful words and humiliated her, instead of admitting her mistake, she planned to prove her point. She wanted them to see for themselves why Yusuf had captivated her. Zulaykha hosted a grand feast in her palace, filling the tables with the finest fruits and delicacies. When the noble woman arrived, she handed each one a sharp knife and said, "You cease to cut your fruits." Zulaykha signaled Yusuf to enter the room as the woman settled in. As Yusuf entered the room, his noble character and extraordinary beauty left the woman speechless. Their eyes widened and gasps filled the air. Without realizing it, they cut their hands. Instead of the fruit, drops of blood fell from their fingers. But they were so mesmerized by Yusuf that they didn't even notice or feel anything. And they shouted, "This is no ordinary human. This is an angel." Zulaykha smirked, her plan working just as she had hoped. She turned to the woman and said, "This is the one you blamed me for. Do you understand now?" But Yusuf humble and steadfast, turned to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for help. He asked Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to protect him from their schemes and to guide him on the right path. Zulaykha, however, became even more determined. Her obsession grew, and she declared boldly, "If he doesn't do what I command, I will send him to jail." Yet Yusuf, unshaken in his faith, refused to displease Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala no matter the cost. Frustrated by Yusuf's unwavering faith and humiliated by his refusal, Zulaykha carried out her threat, using the story to protect her reputation. She convinces her husband to send Yusuf to jail without anyone giving him a chance to explain his side of the story. Yusuf was taken to prison. His heart filled with a heavy sadness, but his faith remained strong. He turned to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and prayer, saying, "Oh my Lord, prison is dearer to me than what they invite me to. If you do not prevent me from their plot, I might incline toward them and be among the ignorant." Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala heard Yusuf's prayers and protected him from falling into sin. Though the prison walls were harsh and unkind, Yusuf found peace in knowing that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's wisdom was guiding every step of his journey. Life in prison was tough, but Yusuf never let it dim his light. His faith in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and noble character sparkled brightly, earning the respect of everyone around him. His kindness and wisdom comforted everyone, even in such a dark place like prison. One day, two prisoners came to Yusuf with strange dreams. One said, "I saw myself pressing grapes for wine." And the other said, "I saw birds eating bread from a basket on top of my head." Yusuf wisely used this moment to invite them to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, reminding us to make the most of every chance to share the truth with others. He said, This gift of interpreting dreams comes from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the one true God. He alone deserves our worship. Then explain, the first of you will return to serve kings and be the cupbearer to the king. But the second will be executed, and birds will eat from his body. Prisoners were amazed by Yusuf's wisdom and sincerity. His words left a deep impression. Just as Yusuf explained, both dreams came true. The freed prisoner became the king's cupbearer, standing close to the ruler and serving faithfully. But in his happiness, he completely forgot to mention Yusuf as the king. So Yusuf stayed in prison for a few more years. One night, the king awoke in a panic, troubled by a vivid dream. 7 fat cows were devoured by 7 thin cows. 7 moving cars of grain alongside 7 dry ones. Convinced that the dream carried an important message, the king sought answers immediately. He summoned his advisors and described the dream, but the room fell silent. No one could interpret it, and they dismissed it as a dream of just mixed thoughts. The king's frustrated boiled over. Surely someone in this kingdom can explain this dream, he exclaimed. Hearing the king's outburst, the cupbearer suddenly froze as memories of Yusuf rushed back. Your Majesty, a man in the prison can interpret dreams with remarkable accuracy. His name is Yusuf, he said. The king's face lit up with hope. Go to him at once, he commanded. The servant rushed into the prison, urging Yusuf to come quickly to interpret the king's dream. But Yusuf, calm and composed, did not immediately accept it. Can you imagine why? Yusuf wanted his name cleared first. He told the servant to return to the king and ask him to investigate the one who cut their hand. To ensure the truth would come to light. The king, intrigued by Yusuf's response, summoned the noble woman for questioning. Room filled with tension as the woman confessed the truth one by one. Even Zuleika, her heavy voice with regret, admitted her fault. Finally, Yusuf's innocence was proven and the king's respect for him grew even stronger. When Yusuf finally met the king, he listened to his dream. With wisdom granted by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Yusuf interpreted the dream. There will be 7 years with lots of food and crops, followed by 7 years of little to no food. After that, there will be 1 more year, when the land will have plenty of rain and people will have food again. During the good years, you should save food to prepare for the hard times ahead. The king was amazed by Yusuf's insight and offered him a high-ranking position in the government. Yusuf, humble but sure of his abilities, said, "Put me in charge of the food storehouses. I know how to manage them, and I can be trusted." He didn't ask for this job for power, but to help the people with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's wisdom. This moment marked a turning point, not just for Yusuf, but for the entire kingdom in Egypt. And there he stood, Yusuf, no longer a prisoner, but a man of wisdom, faith, and dignity, standing before the king of Egypt. His interpretation of the dream unlocked a mystery no one else could solve, and now the kingdom's future rested in his hands. But this is only the beginning of a new chapter in Yusuf's remarkable journey. What will the king do next after hearing Yusuf's advice? Could this be the moment that changes Yusuf's destiny forever? And what about Yusuf's family? The brothers who once betrayed him? Could their paths be crossed sooner than anyone imagined? The story is far from over. In the next episode, we'll take you on an emotional ride with twists and surprises. Don't miss what happens next in Dana's book. Make sure to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and share Yusuf's incredible story with your friends. Until next time, salam!